To me, in the 3 years I've done news reports about Jerkin movement, the Jerkin movement was well known as the fun, the hype, as well as known as trying to get along, stay out of trouble, and also just have fun, you know. And but when the year when we hit like 2010, 2011, and 2012, it started to die out very low because there was a lot of controversy about drama, about people disrespecting each other, battling each other, and people using the movement to a way of trying to get famous, when people could have just apparently just jerked just for fun, but they decided to just use anyway. And so then when people start trying to use the movement, trying to get views for their videos, like for me, for instance, I do news about the Jerkin movement. I've been doing it since 2009, since I started doing Jerkin. And when Jerkin was known as the high popularity of the dance movement, I started doing the news on MySpace when it was very popular back then. And then about in summer of 2010, I started moving to Facebook because that was it was gaining at the time of the popularity of that site. Throughout the many of the times I've did news I did it on my Facebook. Actually, I posted like pictures on my wall, news reports. I did like report about videos that I've reported about. Like for me, I did not even know how to use a like page at the time over in 2010. But over throughout the years, I've helped out a lot of crews trying to get their videos to be on the public displays where people can get on for shows. Like I always been a very high supporter of this movement, but not many people will really find me as a good way to like support the movement in the way of that I've been doing for the past 3 years since the movement have started get in the way of its popularity. For me, I just don't. For me, I just don't. I don't. I don't discriminate crews. I don't talk bad about crews, and like unless they do something to me or so, in a sense of a way, when they do something to me, like when they say something wrong when I didn't even do any wrong, but they chose to just go ahead and disrespect my news when apparently this is not just no ordinary news. I keep telling people that this news talks about the Jerkin movement, and not only that, trying to help the videos get known. And for some sense of that, many people still didn't want to listen to that point of view I was giving. They didn't care for the fact for that. They just wanted to just like see my news as a joke to the movement. And I'm not trying to be a joke to the movement. I'm trying to keep it real to the movement. And and not many people didn't see that as usual in this in and I've done this I've done I've done a lot for this movement to get everybody in this movement to be known, but not many people really kind of find it in a way that how the movement is like when people jerk. Because like back in 2010 in 2009, Jerkin was like the highest fame. It was about getting together, doing fun, and that's when the functions came in, about having fun, and get along with each other, stay out of trouble, getting away from neighborhood gangs, and then like when down the road it got so intense, it got so you know people were start pulling away because many people did not like they wanted to get sponsored. They came in the root. They did the movement in the wrong way. How people mistreat the movement, and for that, I don't see, why would anybody in their right minds would think to come into the Jerkin movement to think that they were going to get just do it. Just do it just to get sponsored by clothing or to get stardom, like what the Rangers did and the New Boys did. They think it was they're gonna be like them, but then in reality of that, they found that's how the movement was used in that way, in that term of manner. To me, it don't seem like that many people were really had put their hearts into the movement. They didn't even. They say that they want to make it live, they want to make it big, want to be known, but apparently that it just got too out of control. It got too out of hand when people from different crews started fighting personally other crews, just like what happened years ago when this one crew from South Florida got into it, and then all fight broke loose all over the parking lot, and the video it went haywire all over the Grove, and many people were very, very questionable why what was going on, and a lot of people were shocked how the fight was like. And it's sad to know that many people came in the movement in the wrong mindset, when they could have just come in the movement, be positive, respect one another, and then all of a sudden we could make this movement bigger, and we still can. But you have to come in the movement with a right mindset, and not many people didn't care about coming into the movement with a right mindset. It got really ugly, and it got really worse, and it got not many people start ditching the movement, and then like they saying, oh, they quit, they don't want to do it anymore, they don't want to get involved anymore with the movement, because like there was so much drama, so much disrespect. Blatantly, I feel that this movement would be better without any fights or each other in the movement. This is supposed to be a positive movement, and it's about having fun. But I think people really took advantage of that fun, and they made it to like where the movement is like trash. And I feel so sorry to those who left the movement, because based on what other people's actions did, and sometimes not when they want, not when they're ready. They left. Some people left for the wrong reasons, some people left for the right reasons. Many of them just got tired of just with the drama. That's how I see it, because that's what mainly how people left the movie, because of the drama that was in it. It wasn't supposed to have drama in it. It shouldn't have any disrespect in it, or a lot of people were not really not really didn't care for it. That's all I had to say, and that's sad to say. I mean, if this movement would have been better if it would have been better if people just work together, don't judge nobody, and just just accept people for who they are in the movement. Don't judge nobody how their moves is, as long as they trying to do the dance. Support them, and so like one day the next generation can look back all of our videos and see how we did the Jerkin movement, how we represented the Jerkin movement. So there you have it. And I know Jerkin will never die. It'll never die. It's asleep, but it'll never ever die.